Chad here with Better Vids. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that you can do to get more views on YouTube. So basically, if you are not doing these 5 things, it's a problem. Who am I? I'm a creator with 155,000 subscribers. No, not on this channel. On another channel, I've made about a couple $100,000. And I'm not one of those YouTubers to tell you I've made millions. I'm going to tell you realistically what I made. And I think I know something because I've been on YouTube for about 10 years now. And I've made many channels. And I can tell you the first major mistake that people make is that they do not post enough videos. If you post 4, 5, 6 videos, well, that's not enough. You need to have a much greater sample size to teach the YouTube algorithm who you are, what your video is about, and who your audience is. If you don't have that, then, well, you're not going to get seen and you're going to be disappointed. So that's number 1. I would post at least 20 videos, take a look at the analytics, and then from there you could decide what you want to do. One of the things you could do is you could take a snapshot of the analytics, feed it into ChatGPT, and ask it what you need to improve upon. Then you may have to take several snapshots because there are so many analytics. There's also programs that'll look at the analytics and they'll tell you as well. It's always a good thing to take a snapshot, feed it into ChatGPT. You can upload an image, or you could feed it a URL sometimes and just say, hey, help me out here. You know, a lot of people don't even know about that, but that's a really, really, really good use of ChatGPT. Number 2 is your hook sucks. What is the hook? It's the first 5 to 10 seconds of the video where you reel the viewer in. Now, typically you're going to have a thumbnail and a title. And the thumbnail and title are going to be similar, right? You don't want to make them identical, but they're going to be similar. And you're promising the viewer a payoff if they watch your video. They're going to learn something, or at the very least, they're going to be entertained. And so if they take the time to click on your video and you're talking about something else, or if you come on and say, hey guys, Chad here with Better Vids. Thank you for clicking on my video. Please subscribe and like and share and blah, 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 blah. People are generally going to click off. And that was one thing, if you have a huge audience and people know you and they trust you, you can get away with something like that. But when you're a small creator or you're just starting off, you cannot. You must have an engaging hook, just like in this video. I started off fulfilling on my promise of the thumbnail and the title. All right, so that's number 2. And how do you come up with a good hook? Well, I have another video for that. But there are 6 different great hooks. And so if you want those hooks, just message me. My email's below, and I'll be glad to send them over to you. Now, number 3 is you need to have good audio. This should go without saying. Your video could be crap. You could be dark. You could be shooting on a phone. You could be blurry. You could be static. But your audio has to be crisp and clear. Right now, I have a Rode microphone on top of my camera, and I'm not that far from the camera. I have a very wide angle lens, so I'm about 1 foot away. And if I wanted to enhance this, I could take it into something like the script and put studio sound on it, which would make it sound even better. But I like it like this, and I don't want to spend too much time editing the videos, so this is what it sounds like with a really good $200 microphone. And by the way, my camera is a Panasonic Lumix S5. It's the one that came out maybe about 5 years ago. I paid $1,500 for it, and I have a wide angle lens. I have a native Panasonic lens on it. I believe it's a 14 to 28 millimeter, and I think it goes down to about a 5 point something, or 4.8. Yeah, not that great for low light. But being it's a full frame camera, it does capture a lot of low light. And right now, it's getting dark. It's about 6:51. I want to go out and walk before it gets too dark. So that's another thing. You want to have that good audio. So really, if you have to invest in anything, get a decent microphone. I've had, for $15 off Amazon, you could buy a lapel mic. That's the easiest thing to do. You get a lapel mic, it does have a cord, attaches to your camera. If you want to get the wireless ones, they're more expensive. Now you're talking $80 to $100. But still, just get the one with the cord. All right, that's 3, right? So number 4. Number 4 would be you have to make videos that are relevant. You have to make videos that people want to see. And YouTube is owned by Google. And what is Google? It's a search engine, so YouTube is a search engine as well. And there are programs to help you with keywords. like vidIQ, you have YouTube Buddy or TubeBuddy, and there's a bunch of other ones too. So ChatGPT can help you. But you want to make videos within your genre that people want to see. Now, I know sometimes people make videos that are kind of out of the box and they'll get tons of views. Maybe they'll get hundreds of thousands, even over 1 million views. Now, the fourth thing would be to pick a niche. You don't want to be all over the place because you want to teach the YouTube algorithm what your channel is about. Now, that doesn't mean you have to niche down all the way. So for example, let me give you an example. So if you were going to pick health, that's a little too broad. If you were going to pick health for men, okay, we're niching down a little bit more. How about health for men over 50? Okay, now we're niching down even more. That would be an appropriate niche. Health for men over 50. And if you wanted to niche down even more, you could say health for men over 50 who have an autoimmune disease. And you could just keep going with this. But you only want to go so niche. The problem is if you go too super niche, then your target audience is a lot smaller. And if you go too super niche, you're also going to be stuck for making videos. So on my end, I think for me, I like the idea of going one level below, maybe two. So health would be the primary, health for men, secondary, that could work. Health for men in their 50s, right there. That's probably the sweet spot. So whatever your niche is, go down 2 levels and start there. And how could you get ideas for videos? Well, there's ChatGPT. You could ask it for 1 million different ideas. You could also go to YouTube and search. You could put, for instance, if I was going to search for health in men over 50s, I put that into the search bar and up comes a whole bunch of videos. And you could look at those videos and determine which ones are the best, copy those videos. And that doesn't mean that you copy, you actually word for word say what they say, but you just take their idea, run with it, and make a better version. Now, I understand if you're new to YouTube, you may not be able to make a better version, but you just do the best you can. And you want to look because they have keywords that they put in too. So it's important. This is not a video on keywords, but you want to try to put them in the video, speak them, that is. You want to put them in the title if possible, in the description, and in the meta tags. And if you do those things, all these things, things can work for you. You'll get some views. And number 5, or the last thing you can do, at least for this video, is to post videos that are relevant to your audience. So YouTube is a search engine and they're owned by Google, and people are searching for specific ideas within your niche. And if you go out there and just make a video out of the blue on whatever you think would work, or just a video that you want to make, it's typically not going to get a lot of views. And that is because you're not known, you're a small YouTuber. Sure, Jake Paul can do that, Casey Neistat can do that, but if you're a small YouTuber, it's not going to work very well. So you want to try to find terms that people are searching for. And again, all you have to do is go to YouTube, type in your niche, and you will see a whole bunch of videos pop up. You can look at the most popular videos and you basically copy that. Similar to the niche. So those are the 5 ideas right there. Now with this channel, I started this channel about 5 or 6 years ago. Like I said, I wanted it to be on improvement. And I kind of went away from it, and I did a whole bunch of other channels. I did a comedy channel. I did a channel on Elon Musk news and Tesla. I did one on spirituality. I've made them on finances. I've done so many different ideas. And the one that worked best for me was the one on spirituality. And I still have that channel. But I really like the idea of having multiple channels because I'm multifaceted and I don't want to be tied down to one thing. So for example, on my spiritual channel, I'm not going to make, let's say, videos talking about content and gear. I'm leaving that for this channel. I wouldn't say I'm a gearhead, but I definitely have some gear. I'll show it to you one day. And look, my whole thing is I want you to succeed on YouTube. I want to succeed on YouTube. Post consistently, take these 5 ideas, run with them, and I'm sure you're going to do well. If you have any questions for me, drop them in the comments section. My name is Chad. If you have videos that you want edited, reach out to me. I'm also a video editor. And hey, look, it's a long game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So take your time and stop when you're done, not when you're quitting. I don't know. David Goggins said something like that. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.